Hello, everyone. It's Crazy Bunny Lady here. I haven't done a video in ages, but I've been watching a ton of VRs with this only 10 mass market decks hashtag, and I decided to finally make my own too. And this tag was started by Rose Honey Ritual and Garden Goddess Tarot, I think in December. So I'm a little behind everyone else, but that's nothing new to me. Um, so I have five tarot decks, four oracles, and one Lenormand to share with you all. And I think I'll start with the tarot. These decks are in no particular order. And I'm gonna just jump right in. So the first one that I'm going to share with you all lives in this little pouch that I made for it, and it is my Hansel Roberts tarot deck. Now, I'm not a big RWS person, so I prefer my Hansel Roberts to be in place of RWS because it's very close to it. It has all the symbolism that the RWS has, or at least almost all the symbolism, and it's very, very pretty. I love the artwork. I love the colors. This has been done with color pencils, I think, and the colors are just so soft, and the artwork is very, very fairy tale like. And I just love this deck. This is my go-to usually if I don't know which else deck to pick. I pick this one. It reads really well. It's easy reader, and it gives good readings. So this is the Hansel Roberts. I've taken the borders off my copy. It used to have these little white borders, and then I've etched this in this blue color to match the backs. There. So that was my first pick, the Hansel Roberts. And the next one I have here is actually very new to my collection. I just got it a little while ago, and it is the Cosmic Cunt Tarot. And this is a delightful deck. It's so fun, but it's not a novelty deck. It reads actually really well. It gives it goes straight to the point, and it doesn't beat around the bush. And it gives you surprisingly deep readings, at least in my experience. I've done a few readings with this so far, and I've been surprised both times how deep it went. And I absolutely love this artwork and this color scheme. There's something very 90s in this, I think. At least that's where my brain goes. It reminds me something of my childhood, which was in the 19th and early 2000s. But yeah, there's something so very 90s in this deck. Maybe it's the colors, I don't know. But yeah, and I'm not actually a big sci-fi person. I don't watch sci-fi movies or shows, so I'm not really into alien stuff. But for some reason, this this deck just clicked with me like immediately. I don't know what it is, but there's something here, and it's just wonderful. It is a little pippish at some places, and I wouldn't recommend this for beginners because it doesn't really have any symbology in it. So it might be a bit harder to get anything out of these pictures if you don't have the knowledge of RWS system already, because this follows the RWS system. And yeah, the wands are probes which are very phallic, but I don't know. I think is still very charming. So yeah, that's the Cosmic Cons tarot. It's actually the newest tarot in my collection, and I'm officially obsessed with it. I don't want to put it down. So yeah, next one that I have here is the Mystic Fairy Tarot that comes it comes in this little box, but it also comes, there's another version that comes in a bigger box with a bigger guidebook, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't buy the version with the big guidebook, but oh well. It reads very well even without the guidebook. There is a little white book in there. And look, my bunnies have gotten hold of this box at some point. But yeah, it's very, very beautiful. And I love the cardstock. It is glossy, as you can see, but I don't mind it because I usually don't video my readings or take photographs or anything. I just read for myself. So I'm not a professional reader. I don't have a client, so I don't mind if the cardstock is glossy. But yeah, I love fairies and I love this deck. This the Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle is very I think it depicts fairies in a much more what's the word? Oh my god, I'm always forgetting words when I'm doing videos. In a more realistic way. I think it depicts the fairies as realistic as fairies can be, and this is a more nice washed in a way, but I don't mind that. I would have picked the Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle in my list here, but I actually haven't used it in over a year, so that's why I just didn't take it into account this time. But I did make a video or a VR to the only 10 decks hashtag that was going around a year ago, that was started by Katie Flowers, and in that video I did pick the Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle, but this time I went with this because I needed something fairy in my collection, and this is a newer deck to me. I bought it last spring. I haven't really worked with it much. I think I'm going to take this out again this coming spring, and work with it more. It's a really lovely deck. I love the artwork again, and yeah, it's very precious. I don't have any other words for it. Precious is very fitting in my opinion. But yeah, that's the Mystic Fairy Tarot, and that was my number. Oh my god, sorry. That was my number 3. Oh my god, let me just put these away so they don't go flying everywhere. Next up, then I have the Ancestral Path Tarot. Now, this is also very new to my collection. I bought this in December, I think, or late November. I have worked with this some, but I haven't really done a deep dive into this. I need to look up all the myths that are used in the minors, and I haven't done that yet. I need to do that at some point, and I'm going to. I'm very excited to do that at some point, but yeah, that's in the future. But this is a very unique deck. I mean, look at the size of these cards compared to the mini Hansel Roberts. I mean, look at these. But yeah, it's very unique. I really like the size of these cards. They are really are a bit unpractical, but I like them nevertheless. And I love the artwork. It's stunning. And yeah, I like how this deck has been done. There are some of the majors in this deck are my absolute favorite major depictions that I've seen. This is one of them, or at least this is one of my favorite emperors ever. I love the tower card that that is in this deck, and the I love this one. Well, this is minor. Minors are very good as well. I love the strength card. I think I went past it already. Was this? Yeah, here. So stunning. I mean, yeah. My absolute favorite strength card is this one, hands down. And yeah, it's a really cool deck. It uh, deserves time for itself, you know, to take time to get really deep into these myths and legends or stories or whatever you call them. It deserves that time, and I'm going to dedicate that time at some point. I don't know when that is, but it will come at some point. And yeah, it's amazing and it's so unique. I don't have anything like this, anything else like this in my collection. So yeah, that is the Ancestral Path Tarot. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a big guidebook. It used to, I heard, in the 90s when it came out first. It did come with a big guidebook that, oh my god, the guidebook used to, you know, tell them myths and really. Again, I'm losing words, but I'm not a native English speaker, as you can hear probably. So that's why I sometimes lose words from my head. Anyway, let's move on. The next one, and this is the last tarot deck that I'm going to share in this video, and that is the Ostara Tarot. Now, I bought this in August, and I just fell in love with this. Absolutely. This is a soul deck for me. Definitely. It speaks to my soul, straight into my soul. It gets me and I get it. And I know it's a more popular deck because there are 4 different artists who have done the artwork for this deck. These 4 ladies here, they each have one suit that they have done the artwork for, and then the majors they just split up. But I don't mind. At first, I did when I was getting into tarot and starting to buy more tarot decks back in 2018, I think. And I came across this deck then, and I didn't really like the multiple artist thing then. But then I came across a video by Jessica and the Moon. Is that her channel name? I think. And she did an absolute fantastic walkthrough of this deck and really talked about each card, and it was wonderful, and it made me fall in love with this deck. And then I ordered it and got it, and I fell in love even more. And it's just, yeah, whenever I do a personal reading, I usually go for this deck, and I wouldn't ever read with this deck for others because it's so personal to me. Like I said, it is a soul deck for me, and so I just need to use it for myself. I don't want to how do I say it? Well, I don't want to share it with anyone else, even though it is a wonderful deck and I would love for more people to love it. And I would like to share it in that way, but this personal copy is one that I want to keep for myself, only for myself. Yeah, it is a wonderful deck. I really, really love this. I know that some people have issues with this deck, and I get why. Like, the minors don't have the suits written everywhere. There's just the Roman number here, and then you just gotta look at the picture and figure out which card it is. So this is the Nine of Cups, for example, because there are cups here, and yeah. So it's not the easiest deck, but something about it just clicks with me. It is an amazing deck. I really, really love this one, and I never, never, never want to lose it or part ways with it. I mean, look how cute that is. Again, the cardstock is really glossy too, as you can see with the reflection there, but I don't mind it. Yeah, I just want to show you the real deck, the whole deck, I mean. And this is one of my favorite cards in this. I mean, I just love how whimsical some of the cards are, and that's one reason why it clicks so well with me. I mean, look at this grandpa octopus and these octopus human babies. I just love it. I love it so much. Let's see if there are. Oh, this is a great devil card. Really great. Some of the cards are more traditional, but I think again it depends on the artist who has done them. So the one who has done the swords has gone with a more traditional route. But yeah. And again, the court cards are a little hard to make out sometimes which suits they are. This is a cup suit. Again, you can see the cups here in the cloth. And yeah. So it might be a bit difficult deck to read with, but I just love this. This is a wonderful star card, one of my favorites. So yeah, this is absolutely one of my top 10 mass market decks, and this is actually probably one of my top 3 decks like ever. So yeah, that is the Ostara Tarot, and the edges are gilded like this, very pretty and shiny. Let me put this away quickly before I go to the well, I think I'm going to show you the Lenormand deck next, and then go to the Oracle ones. So here is the Lenormand that I have chosen for this list, and this is, I don't know the publisher, it doesn't say it anywhere. Even in the little white book, it doesn't say who the publisher is, but I think this has been a German deck, like originally, but they have translated this into English. So I don't know how available this is in the US, but at least in the Europe, it's very, very widely available and easy to get, and also very cheap. I paid for like €8 for my copy. What I like about this Lenormand deck is, well, the pictures are very clear. It has the playing card association here, but it also has a little poem here to tell you what the card is about or how to read the card or anything like that. Of course, there are longer longer meanings of the cards in the guidebook. They look like this. but it really helped me to understand Lenormand's system and how to read the Lenormand cards, to have this little poem or phrase here. And again, these are just really pretty, really beautiful, kind of vintage artwork, and it's very beautiful, and it's a good reader. And the little white book actually um, tells you how to do the grand tableau reading, and I have tried that a couple of times, and it's been really fun. And I I really like this deck. I had one Lenormand deck before this, but I just never could wrap my head around how to read with those cards. But this one has been really great in learning Lenormand system. So yeah, backs could be prettier, but but well, they are what they are. Okay, then I have the four Oracle decks to share. And first, one of those. Sorry about my sniffling. It's very cold in my flat, and my nose is almost running. But yeah. Anyway, this is the first oracle that I'm going to share with you. This is The Language of Flowers by Sharon Darcy, a mini oracle that comes in a little magnetic box like this. I love flowers. I love gardening. I can't wait for spring to come so that my flowers in my backyard start blooming again, and I can plant new ones in there, and I just love flowers. So I needed to have one flower deck in this list, in my only 10 decks. And this is actually the only flower deck that I have right now. I am planning on buying another one, but I haven't yet. So yeah, this is what I'm using whenever I want to tap into that flower energy. And this has really, really nice keywords and messages. So it's really, really fun little oracle. So yeah. Yeah. I've etched mine in black because it needed to be etched, in my opinion. The next one that I'm going to share with you is the Paolo Barbieri's Unicorns Oracle. And this is a Lo Scarabeo deck. It doesn't have too many cards, I think, yeah, 34 cards, so it's not a big deck, but it is a really good one. Again, I love the artwork. It is absolutely stunning, I think, and I really like the keywords as well. And the guidebook isn't bad either. There are good messages in there if you ever want to read the guidebook with this deck. And I just, again, some of the cards are so whimsical that I absolutely love them. This pairs very well with the Ostara Tarot. I've paired them together many times, but it is versatile. It goes with other decks too. It's very beautiful. So stunning. I just love his artwork, but I haven't been called to buy his other decks. I know there's a dragon deck and a fairy deck that he's done, and a cat deck, but this is my favorite. This is the one Paolo Barbieri deck for me. I absolutely love this card. So beautiful, so lovely, and I like how he's depicted these unicorns like some creatures or parts of nature, but of course they are unicorns. Like here it says, not a snail, even though it looks like a snail, it isn't. it is a unicorn, not a yeti, but a unicorn, not a wave. This is so pretty. I love this. I really, really love this oracle deck, and I use it very often. So there. And next, I only have 2 more left. Next one is the Journey to the Goddess Realm Oracle deck by Lisa Porter, and this is the only goddess deck that I have, and I haven't been called to buy others because I love this one so much. Lisa Porter's artwork is so unique, and this deck is so colorful. It has a good variety of deities from different cultures, and yeah, it's wonderful. It has a very fiery energy, in my opinion, and again, the guidebook is good. The messages aren't the longest, but they are good. And again, this deck doesn't have too many cards. There are 36 goddess cards, and then there are 3 cards that I usually take out of the deck that are these kind of confirmation cards, like confirmation 1, negation, revelation, confirmation 3, confirmation 2, affirmation. So if you ever need to do a yes or no question, then I usually take this deck out and use these cards. I shuffle them in the deck, and then I just, when I've shuffled them well enough, I just start going through the cards and see which one of these 3 comes out first, and then that is my yes or no answer, or maybe. So yeah, this is a fun deck, really fun goddess deck, and I don't see many people talking about this, but I think it deserves more attention. It's a very, very wonderful deck. Wonderful goddess deck. Yeah. So that was the Journey to the Goddess Realm oracle. And last but not least is the Animal Whispers Empowerment cards. This is a very gentle animal deck. It comes with a quite big guidebook, and it's a really good guidebook. It has some really good spreads that I've done and exercises and stuff like that, and of course the messages from the cards. And this is card back. It's not the best card back that there is, but I don't mind because the cards are so wonderful. I love that these are actual photographs of animals, and the messages are really nice and very sweet and comforting and gentle. So whenever I need some gentle animal energy, I will go for this deck. And this has all my favorite animals that I want in a animal deck. I am very picky. I want a snake, I want a bear, I want a rabbit, and I want a shark. And yeah, I'm a bit like that. And this has all the animals that I wanted to have. And again, this is very, very gentle whenever I need a hug. This is my least favorite card of the deck because it has a human in it. I mean, couldn't you find any other picture of a guinea pig? But anyway, I still love this deck.
Like, did I say already? Whenever I need a hug or something gentle, then I usually go for this deck. It's a very nice and lovely, and again, very underrated, but it is what it is. I'm glad to have this in my collection, and I never want to part with it. I never want to part with any of these decks that I've shown you here. But yeah, so that was the last one. What do you guys think? Do you have any of these decks in your collection? And if you do, what do you think of them? Comment if you like, if you have any thoughts, give a thumbs up if you liked this video, and I'm going to go and watch even more VRs to this tag because I just love myself some mass market goodness. So I hope you have a nice day or evening or whenever you're watching this, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.